My name's Dave. I work at Kenny's Music in Glasgow. I'm a customer assistant in the shop, so I'm the first port of call between the customer and the product. I'm there to advise. I'm there to try and help steer them towards the guitar that they're looking for, the piano they're looking for, and advise them the best way possible.
My name's Martin Hughes. I'm store manager at Kenny's Music in Glasgow in Jamaica Street. I oversee the general running of the store. I've been involved in music retail since 1990, so 24 years I guess. In its previous incarnation I worked in this building when it was sound control. We've been with Kenny's Music now. We opened in Glasgow, we opened in April 2012, so we're now just coming into our third year in Glasgow.
The reason we are the number one independent retailer is because we don't see people as just coming as ourselves as a means to an end. We see ourselves as people who are trying to find, someone an instrument, a piece of equipment that they love, something that's an investment in their future, something that they'll enjoy for ages and ages and ages. It's not going to be just something that they're going to pass off. We want to make sure we find the right thing for the right person, so that they're happy to come back and see us again because they know they got good advice, they had friendly staff dealing with them, knowledgeable staff. It's what we're all about, just being totally customer orientated.
We've achieved that position through the staff we recruit, who are all experienced music industry professionals, people that have worked in retail for a number of years, giving people what they want, offering a broad choice, good prices, and generally making it a fun experience to come into a Kenny's Music store and ultimately buy a musical instrument from us.
Kenny's first opened in Glasgow about 2 years ago. Before that, it was a shop called Reverb, and then prior to that, it was Sound Control. That was the big hub of buying your equipment in Glasgow.
First branch we opened was in Dundee, and that was in June of 2008. So the company has been running now for 5 years. Shortly after Dundee, the next branch to open was Dunfermline, which is in Elgin Street, Dunfermline. Like running any business, certainly in the modern climate, there's a lot of pressures. There's bills to be paid, so it's very important that we're a success at what we do. And in order to be successful, you have to present an attractive store. You have to make sure your stock's looked after. You have to make sure your staff are properly trained and they treat the customers correctly. It's a fun business to be in, and I can't think of any other business or any other products that I would sell, or that I would prefer to sell.
Certain brands are more popular with sort of younger guys.
The staple diet of Gibson, very, very popular. We're very fortunate to be one of only 2 Gibson dealers in Scotland. It's a brand we're very, very proud to have, and it works very, very well for us. So Gibsons are always popular. Sometimes price-wise they're out of the reach of the younger customers that come in, but they do have an affordable brand called Epiphone, which is equally as popular. Fender, again, they've been around a long, long time and it's still what guitarists love. Other brands that we sell, we have Paul Reed Smith guitars, we have Yamaha guitars, we have Gretsch, we have Line 6, we've lots and lots of different brands, and it's not fair to say anyone's more popular than the other, but the household names, the Gibsons and the Fenders, I would probably have to say maybe outsell the others.
Obviously, the older you get, like there's some things that you settle into. Sort of people I've noticed from sort of their 30s onwards, usually they've got quite a comfortable career, quite like to have, Martins are quite popular with them, Gibsons on the acoustic front as well, and on the electric front, mainly we sell a lot of Les Pauls. Gibson's highly popular here. We're one of their main retailers in Scotland. It's just the amount of people that come in looking for a Gibson is astounding. With the younger guys, Epiphone does really well. Fender is pretty consistent amongst everyone. Main guys are Gibson and Fender, I would say, and then on the acoustic front, Gibson and Martin.
In fact, a couple of months back we sold a piano to Roy Chubby Brown, which turned out was actually a very, very good piano player. We had John Paul Jones of Led Zeppelin, probably one of the most famous people to be in the shop. Just about any well-known Scottish band, you know, from Proclaimers through to Hue and Cry, Texas, Simple Minds. In fact, we had the keyboard player from Simple Minds in just yesterday.
But before I worked in the shop, we've had people like James Dean Bradfield from Manic Street Preachers.
But at the same time, we have to promote the fact that we're here to sell instruments. At the end of the day, that's the dirty truth of it.